is a Wednesday evening. Week is halfway over, and it's time for a little bit of World of Warcraft. I've got my weekly quests to do. I'm leveling this Tauren Paladin on the EU realm. And this is actually, well, he's leveled, he's 120 now. But I have got a number of world quests to do. I'm trying to knock out everything to get him up to speed, as I do have my US side characters, and I'm trying to get his rep up. I'm going around and doing all of the Champions of Azeroth, all the Tortollan Seekers. Oh, they're getting up there. And then I am going to do the 2 dailies, which are the Voldone and Talanji's Expedition. We're going to be doing these ones first, Champions of Azeroth and the Tortollan Seekers. We're going to be starting simply because we have a few of them out here in Kul Tiras, and want to make sure that we knock those out before we head back to Zandalar to take care of that stuff. So, we're starting with, I think it's a Tortollan Seekers quest down here in Tiergard Sound. Now we're going to drop down over the edge here and go chase down this quest, Cycle of Life. Cycle of Life is a quest added in, I want to say 8.1, where instead of killing the crabs and the seagulls, one actually, oh, I've jumped off the wrong side here. This is going to be a bit longer of a journey. Instead of killing the crabs and the seagulls, you play the part of a crab. And you have to actually kill the little turtles before they get to the water. And, yeah, it works. It's, can be a little annoying sometimes because it's reliant on, rather than on the skill of hitting the seagulls and the crabs, while it does rely on that to some degree, it is unfortunately, let's see what we can do to get launched over here. We're aiming for that spot out over there. And I think we can get a little ways on this. We're probably only going to get down to this island midway. But that's, we would hit somewhere in this island in any case. So we might actually make it out to the, oh, not quite. Oh, alright. Well, let's try to blind him. Maybe I should have waited. I'll just stun him. Don't really care about him. We're just trying to get him out of the way long enough to get over here. I am looking forward to having flying, so that'll come in 8.2 when we get revered with those.
Crabs need help. I hate to see any living thing suffer. Would you be willing to lend a hand?
In 8.2, the 2 new areas, Mekanar and Nazmir, are coming, and those, there are 2 factions that we'll have to get rep to revered with.
Look like you can appreciate.
So let's hope that the, yep, he's gonna shoot right for that.
The cycle of life can be cruel.
You. There we go. It's going decently. I've already got hit once. Got him. Got him. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so those are going to hit. Oh, we missed that one.
Another turtle made it to the water.
Oh, bother.
Another turtle made it to the water.
Darn.
The cycle of life can be cruel. Another turtle made it to the water.
Oh, missed him. Goodness. We've only got to get 2 more.
Another turtle made it to the water.
And there's our last.
All creatures in nature must live
All right.
together in balance.
That's 1 down.
But I
And you'll see we
can't
got
help cheering for the
some for the
little
honor bound
turtles.
because we are in the opposite faction's set of zones. We get 75 for that, and then the traditional 175. They raised it from, I want to say it was 125 or 150. They've raised it a little bit, so that is a fantastic thing. We're going to go ahead and Flight Master Whistle back out of here. For our gear, we could get a 870 Azurite armor piece. It doesn't really help a whole lot because right now I have the optimal pre-raid set for the Paladin, and I haven't really put a lot of effort into improving beyond that. And I also haven't started doing much raiding, so let's head over here to Drustvar and get the Azurite mining there. We'll fly over to the Swiftwind Post and run from there. And we're just going to go around Drustvar and then up into Stormsong Valley. And you can see I've got a ton of these listed. I have some of these listed in Zoldazar. I can't say words again. More proof. But we are going to head over there as well to hit up the Tortolan Seekers and the what is it? Champions of Azeroth. The Champions of Azeroth lags behind everything else a little bit. I'm not entirely certain why they felt that having it take longer was a good idea. Seems to be more to throttle the boost from the neck piece, but well, we'll see. For those of you hoping for more rest tonight, I'm sorry. We'll probably do that tomorrow. I'm not doing it tonight. I did off camera get a couple of things. I'm trying to plan out my next steps.
Someone in this cave is mining azurite from the world's open wounds. Put a stop to it.
Alright. Well, that's a alliance player. We're not going to mess with them. We are, however, going to harvest these while they are doing their thing. Because, you know, that's a few percent. It's 7% now. Interesting. Alright, we're going to head down into the cave. We're going to gather up. Well, we'll just hit this up here. I'm actually at a gear point now where I can fairly quickly kill regular mobs, which for a tank class is decent. It's not as fast as my hunter kills things, although my hunter is a little bit higher geared. Being a beast mastery hunter, he's pretty decent at it anyway, so we're going to gather up both of these groups. We'll gather them, and we'll drop our consecration there. Oh, that's a crossbowman, of course. Let's get over here. So you're going to do that, huh? The nice thing about the Coven Hex Collars is they do move in after casting, but none of them are particularly durable. And I want to say I have the War Mode ability on of making my Shield of the Righteous do a bit more damage at the expense of giving a little less armor. And it definitely helps. I'll see the respawn rate in here is a problem. That definitely helps with my single target. And I have my, what's it called? I have my Judgment Glyph so that when it crits, it does a big fire from heaven type thing, which is neat. Got 93%. We're just going to go ahead and horse on out of here. There's another glyph that I have. Let's go over here and get these guys. Got 93%, and if killing these two doesn't give us the, oh, these three. Well, we're going to hit it off just these. And it looks like we've got a Shadow Priest helping us out here. Oh, and now we got a deer to kill. Alright. And they've literally just tapped this stuff and run off. That's lovely.
Their own greed for the health of Azeroth. Thank you, sir.
But we do get some more honor bound, which is good because we have to get exalted with them for unlocking the Magar orcs and the I want to say the last bit of what is it? The last bit of the okay, so we're gonna go to White Grove Chapel next. We'll flight whistle back.
I can't use that item yet.
What? Did I not see that? Okay, I must have misclicked it, or it had a couple seconds left and I didn't see. We're gonna go to the Chapel Whitecrest to jump down there. I do need to buy some more Goblin gliders. I haven't gone and gotten a. I haven't gone and gotten a.
Farewell.
What's it called? Profession, other than the gathering of herbalism and mining yet. Mostly because I'm making an okay amount of gold just harvesting and selling and stuff. I've got close to 50,000 just from leveling and selling what I've gathered. A lot of it was in the last, I don't know, the last few levels I got a fair bit. And I have some here that'll sell. All the current content stuff sells pretty quick. Not always these items, but they're kind of neat looking, I guess. Got that axe. We've got, well, this is a two-hander that I'm keeping on hand in case I want to go ret. This is 370 item level. Got this, which is a two-handed axe. It looks really cool, but it is only 360, and it is worth. You can see there, it's worth somewhere between 89 and 85. Well, it can be worth quite a bit. We'll see what it's actually worth when I put it up to market. I have trade skill. I don't have trade skill master tuned on my EU account yet, so I need to remember to put in all the formulas and whatnot so that it actually prices things correctly. For the meanwhile, I'm using the auctioneer, which just scans the auction house and sees what's there. It doesn't actually consult the global averages and whatnot. So I'm not going to make bank on this character till I get into that. But for the time being, I'm just going to sell stuff. And I'm not going to worry about too much. Alright, so this guy is... Oh, he's the one that's along the beach. Yep. Alright, so right around here. Do a little fishing too, why not? I do need to do more fishing. I think I have some Frenzied Fangtooth already. I do need to level my fishing though. That's one thing I haven't been super on top of on any of my characters. I was for a while on my Shadow Priest, but that Shadow Priest switched factions and switched over to Discipline for leveling, and then for Holy for now, because I'm not super great at Discipline. I play the game to relax and have fun, and there's a little bit too much going on for that. Hey, 25 fish. Hooray. Yeah. There's a bunch there's a bunch of what's its achievements that I may never get. Move forward a little bit. That cast isn't quite, there we go. Cast wasn't quite landing in the water proper. I don't tend to stop and fish all the time when I'm going around doing world quests or when I'm leveling. I more save that for when I'm actually trying to do fishing, or when I'm actively trying to cook something and I have to go fish up some things. Let's see. Check. This one is just up here, but all right.
I sense
Oh, here we
Azerite
are.
nearby.
Oh, it's an Azurite empowerment. I thought it was a torch wielding quest for some reason. Alright, well, we'll kill Rotbow real quick. And you can see that Shield of the Righteous did 11k damage, which is a nice little crit.
Excellent! I sense the power returning to Azeroth already.
I don't know why they think they could kill me there. Like I'm not gonna bubble hearth?
Something has spooked
Come
one
on.
of the Brutusos, sending it into a panic. Oh, this chaos is the last thing the city needs. Help the merchants by rescuing the cargo before you get stomped on.
Shores of... Oh, hey! Alright, so now we've got... Alright, awesome. So that's more of these quests. So only these ones count? So yeah, I am aware there's a little bit of a low buzz going on. I have some ground noise interrupters on the way, but I kind of left those out of my audio setup, forgetting that it does generate a bit of a buzz. So I am going to get that fixed. I think they arrive Saturday, so probably not for the Friday night stream, but past then. So the question is, do I do this now? The answer is, let's look at the world quests on the Kultiris side of things. Alright, so I've got 1, 2. I only have 2 to do there. 13 hours and 13 hours. What are the rest of them? Let's see. 12 hours. 12 hours. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 4. That's 4 hours in Nazmir. So we'll get to that. So we'll probably do all that stuff and then do the Zandalar. Sentinel's Eternal Refuge. Oh, that's the yep. It's a legendary from Legion. It's pretty dang cool, and it's a pretty fantastic leather boot set, especially for leveling. Especially considering there's no leveling boots that give you increased XP gains, so that's the next best thing. I do have a whole bunch of mail I need to do, but that requires a trip to the auction house, and I don't really feel like it. Let's see. So we don't have any gold to claim in that one, so we're just gonna wait for a minute and do that later. And I got 37 seconds, so yeah, I'll I don't know why they tried to kill me. I was at what, like the mob had like what, 20%, maybe 25% health left. Finished it off. I think if I'd have got my blinding light off quicker, would have been good. But then there was a whole bunch more of them, and there was another 1 or 2 headed into the cave. So I'm like, we'll just leave. It's not like it takes me very long to get back, and I'm not going back to that location anyway. So not really a big deal. And of course, I'm no stranger to ganging up on that one's probably gone down to, okay, it's just gone down to 4 hours. I'm no stranger to just ganging up on individuals, and yeah, when I'm going around in a group, I'll probably do the same thing. I certainly do it for ooh, we're having a little bit of lag there. Ooh, I think the stream is lagging a bit. Oh yeah, 12 dropped frames. Man, that's weird. Wonder what did that. It's not like I have a high CPU usage or anything. kbps is fine. I think I just had a little bit of... Why did it put me here? I went to the wrong place. Did I? Oh, yeah, I did. I went all the way south. I meant to go to the port. Yeah, there it goes again. Dropping some frames. I don't know why it's doing that. 24 FPS. It's fine on my end of things, so I'm not sure why it is dropping. Oh, CPU usage. That's weird. I might have to check my settings there. Yeah, wow, it just... That rain effect apparently is harder for my CPU to encode there. I don't know, that was weird. Let me check my settings real quick. Settings. Will it let me do it while I am in the... Alright, so stream output. Video bitrate, audio bitrate. Huh. I don't know what's doing it. I'll have to try streaming on my primary computer at some point. It seems to be dropping a fair number of frames there though, which I don't understand why. CPU usage is just jumping up all over the place. I don't know what that's about, so I'm gonna go ahead and adjust a couple things real quick. Let's see, what do we got? Let's close that. Let's close that. Let's close that. Let's close that. Let's close that as well. And let's check. What do we got using up? CPU cycles here. Alright, we got the sound capture there. Again, I'm trying to... There we go. Alright, that's better. That's interesting. It just periodically jumps up to... So let's end that. And I should still have... Yeah, so you sit at 12 point something %. And then when I start moving around, it seems to be having some issues with it. I don't know why. I don't know what was doing it. It's jumping up to 70%. I'll have to look into that because I wasn't having this kind of problem before. At least not as severe. Yeah, see, now we're only sitting at 21%. I don't know what was causing it to jump up like that. I may have had a copy of my streaming in the background. That could explain it. We'll double check our troops here. We don't have anything going here. I'm leaving it well enough alone. This will only take 4 hours. It'll get 200 XP times 3. Ooh, that's actually a really good one right there. I do want to do Talanji's Expedition Rep or Honor Bound, but it doesn't give me quite as much XP as this does. Still, I'm going to hold off just in case I get something that gives me a quest. What do I got? Oh, that's the Battle of Desaralor. I do need to do that at some point. Maybe we'll see tonight. I just have to defeat Jaina Proudmoore, which of course, you know, it means I've got to do 3 fights, but it's only the last 3, and you can do it in LFR. I've gone to Dresdvar. All right, fair enough. I think I went here intentionally because the flight is shorter up to where I want to go in Stormsong Valley than to go to Stormsong Valley. Because if I fly to Stormsong, if I go to Stormsong, oh, there is an Azurite empowerment up here, so I'm going to fly to here. We'll hit. Okay, that's just that one. Okay, so Hillcrest Valley. Goodness, my World Quest overlay is nuts. Alright, so Stormsong Valley is the only one that has any left. We want to fly up to we could do Shell Game. We could do Azurite Mining. Let's see. You know what? Let's go here. We can go with that. We can... Yep. We're going to fly there.
Welcome.
And that will put us... So we can go here. That'll be a little shorter flight. Then we can use the whistle back to a flight master and then fly up to Shell Game. Yeah, see, now we're only sitting at 19%. It must have been that rain effect or something about it that's difficult to render or to encode. I don't know why, but there it is. It's probably something running in the background that was eating up a bunch of CPU cycles. Hopefully we won't have a repeat of that. It's not like it's a skimpy CPU either. Although it isn't a very new one. It's 6 or 7 years old. But it's the, what is it, 3960. So it runs a little hot. I don't need a space heater in the winter. So I just turn on my streaming CPU even if I'm not. Even if I am not actually streaming, I'll kick it on just to have a little bit of extra warmth in the room. And to be honest, I don't even need that all the time. But yeah, we'll get some world quests knocked out today. I really kind of want to do that raid though. We've got those two. Okay, so what I need to do is at least do the 2 Nazmir ones that are 4 hours. The 12-hour ones and whatnot I have to hit up because those will be gone by tomorrow morning. And okay, we definitely need to do that one. That's that 44 minutes. When did that one drop down there? Okay, 44 minutes. So we can't go back for 6 minutes, but we'll hit up at least one of these quests and then we'll probably pop back there and do all those, and then we'll do this Shell Game last because I don't want to miss that one for that easy one for the expedition, mostly because it is right near a flight point. There's a few of them right in the area. Oh, this is a longish flight. Almost there though. I'll have to do some streaming of my hunter at some point as well. It is the week for time walking dungeons, so not going to be too bad. I think I don't have a Warfront available. I've already done the Warfront on my Paladin, so won't be able to follow up and do that. I think I've also done it on my hunter, so we'll just have to take a look at some point and see what kind of stuff we have available. But for now, it's world quests, maybe Desara lore, and I've not tanked it before, so it's gonna get interesting. If you've watched in my Rust stream from Monday night, you saw how it went. Okay, who's that? Storm Hunter. Nice. Ice sickle. Oh, he's made of ice and he has a literal sickle. Alright, well, guess what? We're gonna apply some light and justice. prevents frostbite, don't you know? And we got a little bit of azurite power.
I need to target something first.
Grab this Winter's Kiss. Ah, it disappeared. The one thing I really dislike about, and I mean actively dislike, I wouldn't say I hate it. The one thing I actively dislike is the way that I'm not going to go that way after all. It's the way that the zoning works, where you have people that actively zone to avoid things or to camp or to farm certain things rather, or they will or resources. You'll see it on your map, you'll see it right there, and then you get to it and it auto zones you, and I don't like that. I understand why they've done it. It does keep the servers more stable, but it's extremely annoying when I am trying to farm up something, especially something in particular, and then it just disappears right before I get to it. But that game feature is unlikely to change soon, if ever, so I'm not going to spend too much time dwelling on it. Not that I won't complain about it when it comes up. I will definitely complain about it when it comes up. So we're just going to roam around here activating all these because we can. Because it's easy. I should probably have gotten those over there. No, let's go ahead and do that. Might as well. There's nothing spawned in right now, and it'll make the rest of the time easier. Oh boy, I've got a little stutter. I probably should set up my streaming to also go to YouTube as well. I have uploaded one short highlight video. It's about just a hair over 5 minutes long about my Halo encounter. It's probably the single most notable thing to happen in Rust for me so far. I mean, other than playing on a official server and having some 12-year-old sounding, well, probably, to be fair, probably 14, 15-year-old sounding kid, tell me to let him into my base repeatedly, despite the fact that the door was already open and he could have walked in. And then when I, you know, told him I had nothing and I was new, which is 100% true, he just kind of summarily shot me with his crossbow, and I don't know why, because he didn't get anything out of it. I never did find my building again because I hadn't really taken a note of where it was located, which is, that's on me. But I probably could have got back to my base, and I'd built it in a nice little secluded area. But Rust is one of those things where I do enjoy it, but I can only take so much of getting killed repeatedly before it becomes less than fun. I did play Ark, which, as anyone who's played it can tell you, was absolutely brutal for the PvP. We did play, my friends and I played hardcore PvP, which basically meant that if we did successfully kill someone or fight someone off, they had to start over from nothing unless they had one of their clan members offline waiting to re-invite them so they could continue holding on to their clan resources. In our case, we actually had got at one point,
Scurvy dog. Stop the endless tide. Scurvy dog.
apparently I'm a scurvy dog now. What we eventually ended up doing was getting my wife to start playing, and just had her, because she hardly played, so it was handy in that she was the kind of that safety net for when we would get killed. However, Ark being what it is, a series of betrayals from a larger clan that had told us we could build an area rescinded that, not by saying, hey, we would rather we build in this area and you find somewhere else, or taking our offered cut of the harvestables in the area, or just helping supply them with materials. They decided to not to actually offline raid us, but to tell another clan with whom we were not on with whom we were not on great terms, but they also didn't know where our base was. They gave them the coordinates to our base, and we had built out in the swamp, and they decided to come in and raid us while we were offline. And it's not that we didn't have some defenses, but when you build a base in Ark, there's not a whole lot you can do about offline raiding. If someone decides to raid you offline, that's that. It's not like in well, of course, in Rust, if they have enough rockets, it doesn't matter either. But there's a little more you can do in Rust to mitigate the offline raiding issue by putting a whole bunch of traps and whatnot in your base. And that option just isn't really available in Ark. We have all our dinos set on aggressive, and they just blew through the side of the base with C4 and took all our whatnot. And that was kind of the end of it for us. We'd kind of had it at that point, especially because when we talked to the other clan, they were like, hey, yeah, you can join us, and we're like, no, we don't want to join you. Like, you could have, we would have probably considered it had they asked before they gave the raiders the coordinates to our base, but certainly not afterwards, and certainly not after we had recovered and started exploring again and found they built exactly where they had said that we could build. Once we were wiped out and our buildings decayed, they just kind of built up there. But you didn't come here to hear me rant about Ark, unless you like those sort of things, in which case send me a message. Let me know. I can rant for hours on end, not without pause, but I can complain about anything.
I've collected many things over the years. See
For
if
now,
you can match
I don't have a whole lot to complain about World of Warcraft at this point. Even with PvP, it used to really cheese me off that I was
I believe we should
getting
trade with
ganked
people of
by
all races and creeds,
opposing
except
faction
the
players,
Naga. Horrible creatures.
but anymore it's just kind of part of the game. Not that it doesn't become frustrating sometimes. Wow, I've literally got almost something completely different every time. Alright, there we go. We're starting to eliminate some things. That was this one. That one I don't think I had seen yet. I want to say this one was... No, that's going to be wrong. Alright, so I do know here is right. And this one was that one. Yeah, there we go. I really don't remember what's everything. Oh. There we go. Yeah, I'm particularly bad at this game a lot of the time. I can usually get it within... Oh, no, I literally, as I was clicking on that, realized it was the wrong one. It was the same kind of color palette, but not the correct one. Alright, more Tortolan Seekers and the Honor Bound. We are up at not a whole lot for... Oh, where are we? Tortolan Seekers, there we go. We're getting up. We're getting up there. Champions of Azeroth, of course, is going to take a lot longer. Alright, so that is it for this. I can now go back and hit up those quests in Nazmir. Now, I could farm up all these other quests in here for more honor-bound rep, but that'd only be, what, like 750? Which is not a insubstantial amount.
Something has spooked one of the Brutosaurs, sending it into a panic.
Oh, I hate that quest.
This chaos is the last thing the city
I
needs.
really hate that quest.
Help
Alright,
the
so
merchants by
Nazmir,
rescuing the cargo
32 minutes.
before it
We've
gets
got
stopped.
plenty of time. Let's go ahead and mark that one so I can remember what place to fly to. Yeah, the fragile cargo. That one's a annoying world quest because
Speak your business.
there doesn't seem to be a whole ton of oh, that's the one that's what in the world? What is Nazmir? Zamar. Nazmir. What in the world? Spirits Within. Agent of Death.
Dichuka Zandala.
Okay, this is bothersome. It is in Nazmir. It's okay, it just wasn't showing. Alright, so we're gonna fly into there. We're gonna fly to the
Do you need protection?
what's it called? The Zobal Ruins. And we're just gonna run up there and do that sword quest first, and this kind of do them back to front. Dun, 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 dun. That's why do I play a paladin? Well, I like the aesthetic of the big dumb cowman paladin. A recent D&D campaign that I was playing in, I played a Minotaur monk, which we kind of house ruled the horns into not just natural weapons, but made them count as unarmed. The reasoning behind that being, and we lowered the damage slightly to account for how ridiculously overpowered they would be on a monk. Although, to be fair, the claws on what is it, Tabaxi, or on an is it Arakoa? Anyway, their natural weapons also count as unarmed, so we just decided, hey, we're going to make the horns also unarmed, and then basically just boosting the damage of it a little bit. Instead of having it at like 7th, 7th, 11th, and 14th or 15th level, we decided to boost it. I don't remember what the intermediate step was, but we changed up the damage of it to make it account for the fact that there are 2 horns. It's one attack, 2 damage rolls, rather than having 2 separate.
They continue their defiance against
Minor
Monsante.
terror.
This
Corpse.
will not
Oh,
end
okay,
well.
right. So that's a whole.
Hero, our pact with
Thing.
Monsante still stands. Send these misguided souls.
But yeah, I like the aesthetic of a
You owe souls
big dumb
to Monsante,
hero, and it's
and I
fun
think it is a
for me.
good time
I also
to
like paladins
recruit
because they have a
from
decent
within.
AOE as a
Free
tank.
the souls
They're not
trapped
as
in
good
those
as
forests
some
and guide
others,
them
but
to
they are pretty
Monsante's
decent.
temple.
Plus, they have pretty good. Let's see, is this the
Below
Queen's
us,
Blade?
whisper of a mighty enemy near here.
Yeah.
They demand it be wiped off the face of Azeroth.
I think we're gonna have to wait for it to spawn, unless it's down in this. I think it's down in here. Yep. It's definitely centered on this crypt. That looks like, yep. No other players nearby. Okay. Nope. None. I think those people are waiting up there for that quest. We'll go ahead and target him. That's a little slow on the reaction there. We hit him with it's Inquisition, because it's a world quest, or not a world quest, but a PvP talent. World PvP specifically.
That
There
is
we
the
go.
last we have heard of that foe.
And we got not just the daily, but we also got the extra 100 rep for Talonji's. We're going to do all of those. We're also going to go up, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So we could actually finish there, but we want to do this one, which is a Tortollan Seeker. So yeah, we are going to do that. We are not going to go do cargo reclamation just because why? It's not really going to get us a whole lot. Let's see. Do I have this one even selected? I do. There we go. Okay, I did something wrong. Spirits of it. Alright, so we have to return spirits to the necropolis. So how? I don't really know how to return them to the necropolis. What is it? Do I just lure him in? I'm really hoping that this is what I do. Oh, they have decided to not follow. Alright, so maybe I kill him then. I was going to do this nice, guys, but kind of forced my hand. One of my Azurite traits gives my... Okay, there we go. So when we kill them, we get their spirit. Nice. Alright, cool. That works. Does this break them? Nope, doesn't appear to. We'll attract these ones. So we gotta do 12. I'd have an Azurite trait that gives my... makes my Avenger's Shield. Makes my Avenger's Shield hit an additional target. I have one of those traits. And actually, this could be a decent rundown. Right now, I've got Inspiring Vanguard, Bulwark of Light. Overwhelming Power is decent. Gem Hide is pretty dang good, and of course the Azurite Empowerment. On this piece, I have Bulwark of Light, Soaring Shield. That's giving me my extra hit. Grants extra mastery every time I use it. Elemental Whirl is decent. Well, it's pretty random. And then, of course, Divine Shield. Well, that's just kind of a throwaway. And then on the chest, I have... the same similar thing. Bulwark of Light, Soaring Shield. So the Mastery proc actually is boosted by that. So every... that Mastery... is extra. That's actually really good. So every time I use my Avenger's Shield for 8 seconds, and I think it stacks, I'm not sure. Divine Steed is nice. And then, of course, that. Ideally, I'd have more than one Inspiring Vanguard, and I think I have 3 Bulwark of Light on there, but, yeah. So that's 6 returned. Go get more. I'm going to take a look at my... What's it called? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, so it does stack. It looks like it only stacks to 4. That's not too bad. If it only stacks to 4, I'm fine. There's corrupted spirits. Those do not help us do the quest. So a few corrupted spirits around here. Ooh, he does though. 4. We need 2 more. Oh, hi guys. So now we got it stacked to 2. We're going to stack it to 4. I think it's... Wow, is it just off of what it hit? That's pretty cool. And so we got these guys following us. We are going to just head back down through here and turn in this... Well, not turn in, but complete the quest. And...
My people
There we go. Got the
deserve
Dino
a
Bone
peaceful
Charm.
crossing to
It's
the other side.
it's
My
365.
thanks to you,
We have the
Justin.
340 version of it. So this is going to be a straight up upgrade for us. 365, 360. Yep, primary stat, primary stat. It's pretty good. A chance to increase my primary stat on both of these. I'd rather have mastery rather than versatility. But there aren't a whole lot of trinkets that I've run into so far that that boost that. Now it is decent, and my primary stat being strength and different things scaling off of that's fine, but not super ideal. So this one will bring our, if I can pull up the right thing, that'll bring our Talanji's expedition up to 3 doing this one. What do we got? What do we got to do here? Oh, the assault on the necropolis. Okay. So we just got to kill a bunch of these dudes. And you saw how those faded out? Yeah, that happens too. It's annoying.
Blood! Blood!
Let's go ahead and get this as well. Let's silence them so they can come over here and get killed with everybody else. So far. Might group up for this one. We gotta... Usually pays 50718. Okay. Hey, there is one. Nice. Alright, sign up. I have seen a lot of people reject tanks from the from the PvP. These guys are going to DPS a lot harder than I'd be able to. But the nice thing is these guys are going to boost my DPS in ways that I can't possibly hope for on my own. Right, it looks like they're going to grab that. We're going to come in here and help these guys. Oh, we're going to kill some. Valbone Ravager should be a fair boost to the completion. We got a full group. We actually have a healer and whatnot. Let's get a Mire Terror. We got another group helping me kill it. Not much outside of raids does a whole lot of damage to me, or I should say outside of raids and other PvP players. I do leave Warmode on because why not? Sure, I sometimes get killed, and I'll get killed pretty hard, but oops, sorry guys. Kind of aimed it right at him.
It is like they
There we
wish
are.
to die. I can only hope their blood does not somehow fuel Gahun.
And let's hope I don't get something spawned right on top of me. Alright, so now we want to go over to Scout Grassness. And the only reason we're going over to do that is because we got to go up here anyway. We could fly up to, what is it, Nazdawatha or Forlorn Ruins and then go across, but this is an extra 100 rep for Talanji's. So we're going to do that one first instead. And this one, of course, is extra resource. We only get 5 platinum ore, but it's something I can sell. And it's not that far out of my way to do. And here we go. Dun, 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 dun. It probably takes me less time to go up here and do this quest than it does to fly over here and go up there. So even if I did take a direct route, I would still probably equal out to about the same time. It's a little faster to fly, but it has to fly through this flight point and then up, whereas I could just go right up there. Again, not quite as fast, but the difference, considering I get extra rep for doing this world quest, to get extra resource that I can sell.
Horde scouts have reported a formidable enemy nearby.
That's not even an elite or a rare. Oh, you poor scout. Alright, well, let's mark you. I said. There we go. I think it's interesting it uses the hunter graphic for that. I'm not too sure about that. Especially considering the hunter's mark is what is it, a marksman only? Which I don't particularly agree with, but that's okay.
Both our peoples will be safe, thanks to you.
Right, yep. So we got 175, which is nice. That extra boost is great. Now you'll notice I think we won't get extra bonus. Like, it still does count towards it, but it's not like you get a bonus in the chest for doing extra quests. Which I think would be really neat if it gave you a small bonus boost to, I don't know, a small bonus to get a slightly higher item level. It'd have to be a pretty small chance to avoid people abusing it, but people would find a way to make it as favorable as possible in their estimation. But you know, it's not really something you could balance the game around necessarily. Like they have to keep into account all the people that are going to power game it or meta game it, and something in D&D that I don't particularly like is when people meta game a whole bunch. Not that I don't have to. Sure. Not that I don't have to keep myself from doing it. I do, but hey, look at that. Let's finish that world quest. Quick as anything. Let's get through here and let's get out. Speaking of Get Out, that was a good movie. It actually turned subverted a lot of my expectations for horror films and was genuinely unsettling. There was definitely some moments that were unnerving and some that were downright friggin' victorious. Is this the world quest? No, it's not. This is just a guy.
That would scare you shellers.
I guess we're gonna fight Lucille. I think we've already got loot from it, so we're not gonna get anything out of this. But so the weird thing about some rares is they're tougher than some world quest mobs. That I do not understand. There's some math behind it, or some kind of not scaling exactly. Like some of the ones, I think, because Lucille scales, but is not a world quest. I don't think Lucille can be a world quest, but I could be wrong. But I think there's something different in the way world quest mobs scale versus regular ones. I don't know if that's true, or it could just be whatever type enemy that is. Not that I don't know what type enemy, obviously that's a spider, but not that what was I saying? Not that alright, so maybe there's some hidden scaling based off of what damage type the spider is. Like, for instance, magic damage, which is primarily what paladins deal. Maybe there is a reduction in how much magic damage it takes. Harvest you. And we'll get over here to the...
Tortolan begins its life amidst great danger, like these turtles here on the beach. Defend them as they
So you
make
saw
the
us
safety of
acting
the
as the
ocean
crab.
what's
Now we're gonna kill the
fried
crabs in the...
unclean.
And the, that was a really short distance to the beach. The albatrosses is... Not seagulls. Oh, come on. Some of these ones, I want to say this is one of the ones. Some of the angles are harder to get. And there's, of course, there's going to be someone that's going to say, no, it's not hard at all. But I sometimes think that
A turtle made
the
it to the water.
angles and stuff are a little off. But again, I'm not proficient at first-person shooters or that sort of thing in general. At some point, no doubt, I will play a FPS on stream and show off just how mediocre I am at those. The claws are a little bit easier to fire off. Oh, you didn't get off of that turtle. There we go. I think either one spawned right away or... Oh, come on. Yeah, there we go.
A
And we
turtle
only got
made it
one
to the
more, and that
water.
little guy there should be our last one, so we're pretty much done.
Thank you, hero.
Alright, so that's all of Nazmir. Oh wow, that gave us a bunch for Tortolan Seekers. I wonder if that's because it was one that's in the... because it's in the daily, the emissary quest area. Because that's, wow, that's, what is 425 rep for one quest? I'll take that. Does that put us at 770? Okay, not too bad. So we're almost, we're going to hit, I think, what would we have to be? 20.5, 20,005 to hit it on our next quest. So probably should go around and do all of those honor bound ones, but maybe that'll be another day to go around and do all the honor bound quests. The Voldone, we're going to hit that. We're going to hit Revered there easily. Sandalari Empire, we still got a long ways to go. So we're going to hearth back to the home city here.
Something has spooked one of the Brutosaurs, sending it
Yeah,
into
we
a
know.
panic.
Something spooked one of the
This chaos is
Brutosaurs.
the
It's
last
going to be a
thing
pain
the
in the
city
butt
needs.
to deal
I
with.
am
Help the
really
merchants
lucky to
by
A
rescue
frickin'
you
cargo
guys.
before you get
Expensive as
stomped on.
hell mount. I do really want to get one, but they're way out of my price range, especially on here.
I am listening.
I had a significant amount more, but on another. Oh, hello. Berserkers Juju. That could actually be really good for extra DPS in a fight. So what we're gonna do is we have all these here.
Go carefully.
Let's go ahead and just check this out. Alright, so we want to fly into... So we fly in here. We got to do 4. Right, that's hard landing. Slay him. Let's do that first. This is extra. And that's... Okay, that one really there, right there. Interesting. So yeah, we'll do that one, the Naga attack, just to give us a boost. And we'll do those 4. We'll do that Naga attack one. We'll probably go up here and just swing down through there. Whistle back. Go back up to here by taking this flight point, I think. Do that one. We can either ride back down or whistle, and then we can come head up. This one down here is Zabala. This one is going to be one we'll definitely whistle back from because that's near an Alliance outpost.
What is your business
So for
here?
now, let's fly over. Now let's do this one first. I could do the Naga attack one first, and it would be great to have. However, I think this will actually end up being quicker, despite not having the extra boost from the mana pearl. We are going to be able to get this one done. Flight whistle back, fly over to that side of the map, and pretty much be done with this lower right corner. It'll be one fewer. Well, it'll be the same number of flight whistles, but by the time we actually finish all those other quests, we'll probably be flying back to, well, we could use our Hearthstone as well. Point being, we'll have more methods available for our escape. Plus, Bubble Hearth now, as opposed to having to wait longer for the cooldown for later. So, we'll see. There was some word salad there. I hope you liked it. And I probably could have done my turn in for Talanges. Talanges is giving, I want to say, a 370 Azurite armor, which is not that great for me at this point, because I already have 370 or 375 armor pieces. See, there's an Alliance camp right down in there.
Someone in this cave is mining azurite from the world's open wounds.
Oh
Put a
no.
stop to it.
And we're just going to drag all these guys right over here. I thought that was a Alliance Shadow Priest for a minute from that cloak. We're just going to kill all these. They're going to hit us a bunch, and they're not doing a whole lot to us though. Get him out of that. And they're all dead. Okay, so it does only stack to 4, that mastery bit, but I get 2 stacks per instead of 1 because of the what's it called? It's a thing that I have. I have 2 of that Azurite trait, so I get a little bit extra bonus. It's kind of nice. Alright, we are going to drag all this around here.
Feel the fury of the storm.
And these guys should all follow me. They're all within a close enough radius that they should. We're going to just horse on up here. And I think, yep, there we go. And we can get Kashif the Cruel as a little bit of a bonus. I don't think he gives any more. Pop a couple cooldowns for the heck of it. I don't think he gives any more Azurite than a regular mob in here, but it is worth taking him out just for this big crystal here. It doesn't take me a terribly longer time than it would for other enemies. He's standing in his power whirl there, but I'm just going to kind of ignore it. Probably shouldn't, but yeah, you want to keep hitting me there. See how this works out for you. Your Rune of Power didn't do much for you. And we're already at 91%. We're almost out of here. Now there are some things that are hostile to us right now. For some reason we're still in combat, even though we're not technically in combat. It's a little weird. So we're going to get 100% here before we even...
Honor their pact or die!
Before we even actually get to harvest this crystal, so it's kind of a little pointless parking myself up next to it, but yeah, like, so this guy is going to be our last.
Such a shame. Putting their own greed for the health of us.
And he's going to start hitting me.
Thank you, champion.
Alright, so what? Let's try to get out of here. I think I'm going the wrong way. Could be going the wrong way. I don't need to accelerate myself yet. Probably accelerate out past this guy. And there we are. Just zoom on out and try not to hit that dire horn. So we hit that dire horn, then we'll aggro, and I want to deal with him. Okay, we are out of combat. I can move stuff around. Alright, so we're gonna Flight Master's whistle this. Unless those raptors. They're Ravasaurs. They're not raptors. Okay, so those guys didn't come over towards me. So we only got 125 because we're not in a zone
Our enemies will fall.
where we're you know what, if I do this one, then I could just fly over there and handle all those at once. I think I'm going to do that. Hitting my mic there. I think I am just going to do this one because I could go over there and then come back. Water. I could go over there and come back, but it's a little more time efficient to do it this way. And I'm aiming for about 2 hours. So we'll be able to get this here. There is a Berserker's Trinket that I'm looking at up there. And what is that? The Dark Speaker Scepter I think I already have. But I don't have the Berserker's Juju, and that could end up being better just because it's 370. I doubt it because it increases my haste. Yep. Haste based on a percentage of health that's missing. Now, I should not be low health, but it seems like a really counterintuitive sort of thing. It seems like a PvP trinket, really. It is a guaranteed expulsum. Not that expulsum means anything to me right now, but alright, so we were going over to the right. We're going over this way. So we're going out through here, so let's go out through here. Let's go boy. Almost landed in that tree, which would be bad. Because that would literally just catch us. If you land it wrong in the branches of the tree, you will actually, you won't get stuck, but you will potentially have to drop a long ways.
You need to stop.
And it looks like there's no one nearby, so that's good. And yeah, we could use Avenging Wrath, but I'm saving that for the Naga attack and big pulls there. And the inevitable PvP that's going to happen. Not that Avenging Rash. Oh, that's what an STI is. Avenging Wrath does do decently in PvP. Like it is a decent boost, but I generally find that when I am getting attacked in PvP, it's usually by someone who is significantly more powerful than I think we can go there and get it. It's more Zandalari Empire, and I need Zandalari Empire rep like no one's business. So we're gonna go up there and get those two. Headhunter Lisa. Oh, okay, we have 12 hours. You know what? Let's
It's not ready.
oh no. Okay, so Nessing Racetrack is up that way. Let's see if we can get back up here. Only got 10 minutes to do that guy. The reason I want to get him is that's an extra 100 Zendalari Empire rep. It's not a huge amount, but 100 rep now is 100 less rep that I have to get in the long run. And while I do have a little ways to go, 100 rep isn't a whole lot, but that would put us at 7,300 instead of 7,250. Well, 73. Actually, it's 75 plus 100, so it's a little bit of a boost, and it's enough that it's worth doing with the bonus. So like anything that I see that has that generally gonna be worth doing, more so than these, although those are 75 each. I keep forgetting because I want to have a Zendalari troll, and I may race change this paladin into a troll, or I may do a troll druid. Just because. Oh, and I've gone right back to that. Oh wait, that's where I'm trying to go. Oh. Alright, Garden of the Loa. Couldn't flight whistle back.
I am Swan.
Hopefully we'll get Hackby the Risen. Only got a few minutes. 10 minutes. It's an extra 100 rep. It's worth going out of my way. It does make this take a little bit longer to do, and it probably will make the stream go a little long, but that's okay. I doubt that anyone terribly minds.
Disciples of Zul and the Mogu are gathering forces at the Temple of the Prophet. You know what to do.
Oh, okay. No, we want this one. Okay, so let's get this guy. He's up here, so I'm guessing that we probably have to just go up towards him. And it looks like it's this way. Oh dear. Okay, well, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good at all. Alright, we are going to do this. Alright, we might not get to this guy. How do I get to this guy? That's where you're... Ah, here we are. I just went too early. I always forget, even when I'm on my Dwarven Hunter, that's where the Veiled Grotto is. Unless I am actually flying in there, I won't remember. So this Risen dude,
skulks nearby,
and we have just a couple minutes to beat him, but we shouldn't have a problem with that. Yeah, he's going to pull pretty quick. I'm going to go ahead and use this. It's only a 2-minute cooldown. Not terribly worried. And I am using Consecrate probably more often than I ought to. Slows down my rotation a bit. You don't have to use it all the time unless you're moving a lot. So definitely want it now. He's not doing much damage to me at all. Oh yeah, we got 7. I only have 7 minutes to kill this guy. That might have been a problem at Fresh 120. Might be a fight at like 4 or 5 minutes maybe. Oh, killed the beetle. Alright, there we go. A little bit of extra. So yeah, so 175. That's good. And now we are going to... Ooh, that's really just right down there, Temple to Prophet. So we're going to go ahead and we're not going to flight whistle. We could. But it's so close down here that it's not really worth it. Go ahead and highlight that one. And our flight point's just over there. Could Goblin Glider over, but... Well, no, actually I can't get 27 seconds cooldown. Alright.
The Loa don't trade in coin, but
That is pretty nice that we're right there. What do we got in terms of this quest here? That is Fragile Cargo. Okay, so that's going to be a pain in the butt one. I might do it. Just for the 75 rep. Like I would do the honor bound ones. What's this one down here? Oh, that's a mother load. It's extra gold and it is honor bound, but it's not worth doing the whole mother load for it. I'm wondering how well I can do the normal. Whether I could just solo the normal one at this point. I should probably at least give it a shot. Although I imagine I'm a little bit behind on that. Alright, what do we got to do here? Battle Masters and Disciples. Well, that ain't going to be too difficult. They're going to just line up to... There's a couple wandering people. These guys aren't doing all that much damage to me. I'm tearing through them. I feel like even my hunter would have a hard time doing this much at once. Maybe not though. I'm just not as confident in my pet's ability to hold aggro on a bunch of these guys. Alright, so we need 4 more. Only got 2. Oh, that's right. Only 2 disciples. Okay. Well, let's get both of these guys. We're definitely going to have all of our all of our battle masters after this go. I'll heal a little bit, I suppose. Go. And I just need 3 more disciples. Of course, we're probably going to get a TN Battle Master in this mix, but alright. Not that it matters. You know, I should be interrupting their heals. There's smites I don't really care about. Alright, so there's another 175. The ones that don't reward anything, like the ones that reward gold are not... Oh, I could have just gone up here and got these guys. They don't seem terribly rewarding to me, even though they are, you know, a distinct chunk of gold. It's not enough to make me want to go out of my way, especially because I get materials that I can sometimes sell for more off of scavenging or scrapping the items that I would get, especially when there's expulsum. Not that I can do anything with expulsum right now. We're going to whistle back and then fly out to Nessingways, and we're going to do those 3. 5 hours for those. Yeah, we'll be fine. Alright, so Nessingwari's Trek. And we are losing a little bit of speed, not having that that Naga one done, but that's okay. There are some interesting changes coming in Final Fantasy XIV, which I might get back into as well. I played primarily a surprise Paladin. And also, pardon. They greatly simplified it over the expansions or patches. I'm not huge on it, but you know, I'll probably get it and stream it just to do it, because I'm a sucker for that game and its aesthetic. Alright, so I'm here. I want to go to extermination first.
Together,
Ha!
we are
Get
high
it?
enough.
We're exterminating them by destroying their eggs. So it's eggs
These
termination.
feathered vipers are known for their aggressive infestations.
Hmm.
But this is getting out of hand. Destroy their eggs
Sure.
to keep their population in check.
We're gonna do a group finder. 50571. There it is. Sign up. Why not? Oh, lovely. They've just dragged those onto me. At least they are. No, they're not really helping to kill it. That's lovely. You're a lovely person. Just kind of dragging me into that, and then oh, it's delisted, huh? See if we can get. Nope. All right. Well, guess I'm doing this then. Okay. Oh, so I'm literally just destroying the eggs by hitting them. Okay. Or walking on them. And I can handle a fair bit of that's 7. Let's go ahead and clear these guys out. I don't really need to, but I also don't want to have to mess around with this. It's not like it's a channeled use item type quest. You can literally just attack the eggs and destroy them, but I think in the end it'll be better if I do that stuff. Alright, so we're gonna get over here. That's 9. Oh, there's more cool. And we're gonna have 10 and 11 here. And we'll get 12 down here.
Their numbers are recovering quickly. They always do. No doubt we will face them again.
Yep. Alright. So now we want to go up here and get this trinket that I'm probably never going to use, and I of course cannot. Oh, I'm still in combat somehow. We'll get Headhunter Lisa, and then we'll go up and get that other one. And then we'll go down and do the Naga and all that, and then probably the Brutosaur. We'll check out the world quest,
Skulks nearby.
but
Eliminate it before it
if
can
it's not
disrupt our
immediately
plans.
apparent that I can steamroll it, I'm not going to spend the time on it for as little rep as I would get. Oh, you are a... Oops. No, I don't want to... I don't want to do that. I want to find a group. so annoying. Question is, does Hunter have his taunt on? Not that it really matters, but yeah, we're all pretty overgeared for this. I'll just stun him for a minute, and she'll be dead.
The war chief will be pleased by
Nice.
your success.
Alright. This is 370 trinket. It is 271 strength. Oh, that's a strength trinket. Okay, I might actually end up using this. What do we got here for? Check my Ask Mr. Robot. And it's not always super accurate, but we'll see. For raid tanking, which is what I'm optimizing towards, it wants me to equip the bone fetish shoulder plates with... Oh, actually, they might be an upgrade. Looking at this, they are 375. They are... Let's see. Get my bag open. Oh, okay. Nope, we're going to get out of here first. We're going to just start heading up towards this next quest. Dark Speaker. Jola. Wherever they are. Yep, we're just going to horse on out of here. It's probably up on that little platform. So before I do that, I want to take a look at these. And they actually probably will end up being good. Outer one, Soaring Shield or... Okay, so I want to keep... What do I have right now? That's the question. I have... Okay, Bulwark of Light and Soaring Shield on that. Which is really fantastic. These are... Bulwark of Light, which we want. Bloodright is solid. We've got On My Way is okay, so I'm gonna double check here. We're gonna look at some Azurite traits real quick. So what options here I've got for the first and second ring? So S tier. The first one for Soaring Shield, Bulwark of Light is a strong and reliable trait. Blah blah blah. Stack 3, which I think we've got 2, maybe 3. Haste buff. This is our next one, so this is our 6th. That's the one we want there. Second ring, well, third ring. We don't have overwhelming power. We don't have overwhelming power. We had Elemental Whirl, which is... Oh goodness, it's not a great one. It's a B tier. We have got... We have got... Oh, and they look nice as well. They don't quite fit, but I'll have to deal with that. I'll have to transpawn them. C tier Unstable Flames is an average damage buff. On My Way is A tier. Azurite Veins is healing over time. Let's see, Azurite Veins taking damage, blah blah. So you're fully healed. This is a passive versatility and speed, which is nice. It's reliable. Taking damage has a chance to... See, survivability or speed, and what we have right now is damaging abilities, increasing that. So that's a random. The thing is, both of these two are A tier. Healing, survivability versus speed. I think we're gonna go Azurite Veins. And then for the fourth ring, we don't have Gem Hide available. We have Resounding Protection, which is B tier. We're just gonna have to suck it up and take that. Okay, so that one is 375 now as well. So basically we'd be trading this, which doesn't matter, for a better. You know what? Actually, I think this is more survivability. It's a little less damage. We're gonna go ahead and equip it. It does give us a Bulwark of Light, Soaring Shield. So same. Okay, so it gives us Bulwark of Light, Bulwark of Light. We got Soaring Shield, and it also gives us Blood Rights, which is a solid haste thing. So we're gonna hang on to those. We're also gonna transmog those out as soon as I can. Now we're gonna go fight this. If we do get a 385 shoulders that have the similar things, then we'll be fine. But Blood Rights isn't on all that many pieces of armor. There's Blood Rights popping already, which I think is probably worth more than the Mastery proc in terms of damage. And this guy's only at 120, and he's not even a rare. He's just a standard old 120. I wonder what happens if we just... How much damage do we take? Oh. We just... Nothing. Okay. And he's feared me, finally. You finally got your fear off. Have a shield.
That would do.
Congratulations.
Pity that menace couldn't have been turned into a weapon
There we
against
go.
our enemies.
The Berserker's Juju we're not going to ever use. Even as a... oh, and it's finally, you know what's interesting? Having this particular set of shoulders has actually finally clued my robot into... Oh, hello. This is new? I think it might be. Yeah, because Corpsebringer is new as well. Where are we at with Talangis? We're going to be at 82.55, 92.55. So, probably worth doing, but we'll do the Volmuni first. Because that one, I think, is new. That one is, yeah, that one's brand new. But we are going to do this one. It's right here, and it's the 100. Especially if I end up streaming Rust tomorrow instead of WoW. WoW probably every other night with Rust. We'll just get ourselves on down to Tiaquan. And yeah. Yeah, we'll check those out last. Fragile Cargo isn't really dependent on any kind of stat stuff. That extra 370 armor cash could be okay. We could end up getting a slightly better headpiece. This one's really good. It does have overwhelming power and gem hide, which are, you know, high end, but if the others say we get a chest that has all those things, but then it has ablative armor as opposed to Gallant Steed or Azurite Veins. Ablative armor is awesome. So is that other one that I just mentioned that I can't remember now. But a blade of armor is really good defensively. Okay, alright. We're now down in... Oh, it's this guy! Alright, we're going to do a group finder for this.
Disrupt our plans.
Let's go ahead and join this group that has 3. Be the 4th member. Eh? 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 Sign up for yours too? Eh? If they end up just charging in, I'm just gonna... I will sign up for that one too. I mean, come on, invite me. Oh, you've already... Oh, we're fighting for the right to fight it. I see. Let's go for our... You're AFK. You're AFK next to a freaking quest mob. So apparently we're gonna have to fight that thing again. I don't know what's going on with these other guys. They're just kind of down in over there. I guess he's coming back because he's dead. We're probably gonna get at the very least that rogue is gonna decide to jump in here. Come on, Rez. Okay, he's back.
The war chief will be pleased by your success.
Leave the party and mount up hopefully before something respawns on our butts. Okay, so I am going to flight whistle. Honor-bound barrier, honestly, I like better than the look of the Sinister Gladiator shield. But the Sinister Gladiator shield is not bad. This is 150 and 250. This is less in my primary stats, so that's why it's same. Oh no, it's 5 item levels higher, but it's definitively better. All right, so we're gonna fly down to here where we can do the Naga attack.
Ride the winds.
Then we're gonna finish up those 4. Then we're gonna go turn in that Talangi's on the way. Honor-bound equipment cache. Yeah, could be better, could be meh. Let's see what we've got. Custom. Find a group. Okay. Giants Mount Farm. super driven by any of that. Okay.
It's
We'll just go
never
do the
a good
Naga
thing
attack
when
first.
the Naga slither onto land. Cut them down before they can execute their queen's insidious plans.
Oh, so I am getting 4 stacks. It's not as much. Got it.
I need to target something first.
No, nothing. Okay. Guess people don't really want to do that one. Alright, so we're gonna run around here a bit. And we'll get some of these witches. And we're gonna loop in here. Try to... Oh, hello. You thought you found a loophole, have you? We're gonna get launched a little bit. Alright, so here we go. Start casting and oh, now we've got you over there doing that. Let's go ahead and let's get everybody in a little closer. There we go. Now everybody's in the kill zone. They do like to jump out. So it seems like Bloodright... Oh, and Bloodright refreshes every time I kill an enemy. So that's actually really good for anything with ads or a lot of enemies. That's kind of a permanent uptime when there's mobs respawning. Okay. That's good to know. Da 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 da. Da, da, there's a couple of dudes there. Not. Okay, so. Oh, get off me. We'll do this one now. I'm gonna stay over here. Oh, hey, nice. Thanks for bringing these guys. Oh, he left, but that's okay. Takes to 90%, I think. There should be one more good pull will get us there. Behave. You know who you are. Let's hide behind here. Come on. Okay, we're just gonna fight all the things then. I'm not really complaining. There we go.
Been a while since I've seen another operation of this scale. Good work, kid.
That joke is gold. And anyone who disagrees is a dirty Alliance sympathizer. Keep in mind I also do play Alliance. So this applies to me in that I am an Alliance player as well as Horde. I'm just Horde on this because I like the aesthetic of some of their stuff better. Although the dwarves are pretty frickin' cool. And although I'm not very happy about the fact that there's only let's just say rotund Kultirans available, I do have a monk that I should do some leveling. He's level 20 something.
You kill the Alliance! I don't care how you do it!
Okay, I got a boom boom Matic 9000.
An officer of the Alliance is rallying nearby troops. Prevent them from bolstering their ranks.
Oh, okay, I do this. Okay, that's fun. How are you not in the line of sight? Okay, this is an easy quest. I am having some doubts as to the. All right. Anti-magic swill. Oh, we'll flex the next.
I need to get closer.
Four.
It's too far away.
Okay, too far away. Fair enough. There we go. Oh.
I need to get closer.
Alright. So this guy I don't remember. Short for an orc. Oh yeah. He's gonna keep throwing poison knives at me.
Coordinating an army of this scale is neither quick nor easy. More difficult now for the Alliance, thanks to you.
I'm out of range.
Seven. Ta-da. Nine. And this will be number 10 right here.
At least I've got one competent soldier.
Alright.
Those grunts could
Learn a thing or
Oh,
two
hey,
from
that's
you.
oh, of course it's Honor Bound and Zandalari Empire. Well worth it. Let's go ahead and flight whistle back. It'll take less time than traveling all the way over there. And then we can just head up to Crate and Barrel. Command a peon. I wonder where it's at. It's probably over across this thing up here. It's a good question, Coronar. Where is the chest? Oh, I'm gonna get attacked. I'm gonna get... Oh, I didn't. Oh, there we go. Okay. Here we are. Alright, I'm a little confused as to where this one that's at. We'll go ahead and do...
The Horde need ya here, mon. Get in there and make us proud.
Oh, okay, maybe I'll do this one first. Command a peon. What do I do? Oh, okay. It's literally just gathering supply crates. Forgot about that. Alright, this quest isn't bad at all. I've done 2 of them. I just need to do this one and 1 more. Depending on where I end up for this one, I'll... Not that bad to kill. Okay, we are okay. There isn't any chest here right now. And I get that people want to know where it is, but generally when there's a chest that drops, there's a thing that appears on your map and or someone will call it out. So asking, is there a chest? Like people will be calling it out till it disappears. So I'm not really sure why people ask constantly. Although I'm also not sure why people ask questions that would either be in the quest text that they tend to skip or is easily findable on Google. While it does mean that they have less to do to find it, you know, if someone just answers their question, you know, I'm not against offering help to people, especially people who are new to the game or to something that's particularly obscure. But when it's an easily answered question or when it is something that the average player who's played, you know, up to level 120 or who has actually leveled up through
Nice
the
going,
current
mon.
content,
I be
I feel
passing
like
the
they
good
ought
news
to
the
know
war chief.
where they really ought to know what some of the simple things are. And it's not as though there isn't plenty of resources available. Aren't plenty of resources. Of course, there are plenty of resources, and that's what
The
bothers me
Alliance
about
is
it.
dispatching some of their better combatants to this region. We shall dispatch our best.
Let's go ahead and do a group finder. Let's go ahead and sign up for this one. And oh, we're already in it. All right, awesome.
The
Watch
Alliance is dispatching some of their better combatants to this region. We shall dispatch our
You're
best.
not even in war mode. Maybe it's just because they're doing some questy bit. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the monk wants to wait. I'll go ahead and pop that. What's funny is I can do this for a little bit of knockback. Boop. If I want to do a little bit of knockback, just activate your horse, and anything that is nearby gets bumped. It's kind of handy.
I'm out of range.
I don't know why that person left. Maybe they'd already done it. Maybe they were mistaken about what kind of group this was. We've still got... Oh, both members of my party are down there. Oh, it's the monk that literally just left the party.
A single broken link renders the chain of command useless. Well done.
Well done! You've bought us enough time to deal with that airship and its cowardly bombs.
Okay,
Take
so
it down!
we can shift back here. Got a fair bit of rep from that. And that's the, was it 100 plus 75? 175 for honor bound. We're gonna get a fair bit. So now, we need to fly. I don't know why I'm mounting up. We're just gonna be flying over to War Beast there. That's interesting. It's an honor bound quest. It's not worth it. We're close enough. Look, here's the thing. We are close enough with honor bound to exalted. We're actually really close, a lot more than I thought. So 19.5 would be a 1500 from it. So after this quest, I think it rewards 500. We will be within. We'll have to do some extra honor bound quests, but we'll be decently within striking distance of exalted with the honor bound. Which is nice because that'll let us unlock the Maghar orcs. I don't have any of the Legion rep for that. I kind of wish that they would allow you to fast track that.
An airship can be felled
It would
just
make
as any
sense to
other
me,
foe.
but
Strike at a critical target
that's
and
not what
hold
they've decided to
nothing
go
back.
with as far as their design philosophy. Oh, we got free prisoners.
Do you need protection? Speak your business.
Alright, this isn't too bad. I'm just gonna ignore that other person there. kill some things here. And for anyone wondering why my keyboard is so loud and clicky, it's because it's a Corsair 60 something something, I forget. But it is. Well, we don't care about these guys in here, that's for sure. Bye. And it's got clicky switches in it, so. Alright, you know what? I guess we're just gonna fight all these guys. It doesn't actually accomplish anything for us. Although it does let me show off what I like about the Paladin so much, and that is not super flashy stuff, but decently big, AoE. Oh, really? You're gonna... How? Alright, so the rest are all below decks. That's fine, I guess. Prisoners freed. Alright, so free this prisoner. We have 3 more. We're gonna have 1 more. That's probably a quest mob. Probably have to kill that next. And we'll get 1 more down here. Pardon. Steel Bore Cannoneer, huh? Oh, this is a regular dwarf. This isn't even a Dark Iron dwarf. He's just... He's a dwarf. Boom. Okay, fine. It doesn't stun them long enough to actually open the cage. I mean, it probably does if you throw it and then immediately start rescuing, but I don't know, seems to be not terribly well designed. Let's go ahead and get these. Yep, you should be shooting at me. Alright. And we're going to get back up top side and Pterodax to safety. We're not going to bother fighting those guys because they don't actually seem to drop anything of worth, and they...
Our soldiers can handle the rest from here.
They don't seem to drop anything of worth, and there's no point in them towards the quest, so...
You have earned it.
Zoom. And we're back. What do we got here? So I feel like, oh, you know what? We can get another one of our reroll tokens, which I really shouldn't be using except for on the new content that's coming out. Given our... Alright, I gotta reroll, or not reroll, but I gotta transmog this as well. Alright, so... Master of Fate. Let's do one of these. Yeah, we'll spend 2,000 gold on it. And then we'll do war resources. Sure. I know we got a couple of them. So now we got 3 reroll tokens. I used one of them last week like a dummy. We'll go turn this in and then we'll go do the... I still got to do Crucible of Storms. I don't know why I haven't done it. I also need to do my time walking dungeons. Those can be done at any point this week, and the Battle of Dazar Allure can be done at any point. I'm guessing I get some rep for finishing that.
Beware the deep
Alright, so
places
this
of the
was
earth.
leveled up to 170. That's extra avoidance for 370. Those might actually be better. So I got 500 each for Zandalari Empire and the Honor Bound, which puts me within striking distance. So basically, For completing an honor-bound emissary quest, I get 1500 rep, and for doing the 4 that are required will put me at, let's see, 75 times 4 is, well, let's see, 300 rep, so it'll easily put me to Exalted, the next honor bound that pops. So I don't have to worry about any more of those. I could do more, but I'm not going to get, you know, over 1500 worth. Alright, what do we got on here? We haven't gotten any new quests here. We're probably not going to. So what we're going to do here, this gives us 100 more honor bound rep. We're going to go Talangi's, because we've got much further to go for hers. And then we'll go Steam Weedle Cartel. We don't have very much in terms of resources left, so we're going to have to keep paying attention to that. Now, one last thing for the night is going to be our Volduni quests. Volduni? Anyway, we're doing those. We've got Azurite Mining and the Cycle of Life and Calligraphy, so those are the 3 that we'll hit up first, and then Jungle Whip Puncher will be our... Well, actually, I think one of them's up near there, but... let's go ahead and fly to...
And which lower do you bargain with?
Turn in here.
Zandala for him.
And then we'll probably fly up to the... What's it called? The Hideaway. We'll turn this one in and get a 370 that we're probably not going to use. That'll go in that pile. This one I think we're going to get rid of because while it is decent, well, no, see if I get another one that has blood rights, that'll stack and it's better. It's, you know what, it's a categorically better piece. If I get another one and it has... Do I have Soaring Shield on anything else? Bulwark of Light, Spraying Vanguard. Bulwark of Light, Blood Right, Bulwark of Light, Soaring Shield. So I do have Soaring Shield on another. So I don't need to worry about that. That's right. Of course I have Soaring Shield. That was part of the whole thing. So... yeah. Absorbs every 30 seconds you get a 17,000 damage shield. It's nice. And we got a 250,000 health, give or take. So we're not super geared, but you know, it's not horrible either. Turn around so I can get over here.
Best goods in the Empire, right here.
And we got bone finished shoulder plates. Hey, those literally what we're wearing. Thank you so much, game. Well, that's amazing. All right, so what do we got? We've got Bulwark of Light, Blood Rights, Azurite Veins, and Resounding Protection. And of course this. Now if those had leveled up, that would be categorically better, but I think that's literally exactly what we have. Yeah. Would have been nice if we got a little bit of a bump, but that's okay. I can work with what I've got. Blood Rights is actually pretty good. I do have another set that I'm trying to farm up, and that may be another video. Let's see. But that's an old tier... It's like tier 4, I think. So the Volpira Hideaway is up there. And must be late because I'm getting tired. We're going to do... Let's go ahead and erase all these. And we're just going to check out the map before we go anywhere. Alright, so we do want azurite mining. Definitely have to do cycle of life. That one's not bad. That one's not bad. It's also, this one's up there near that one as well. This one's out here in the middle of things, and we already have a Golden Empire signet. However, it could jump up. Speckled egg isn't worth doing. Dune crawler spalders will do, and calligraphy. So we're going to fly out to here. We know we're going to go out and get this one, but what we'll probably do is hit up those two, hit up this one, hearth back. You know, actually, let's go ahead and fly up to the hideaway and do it the reverse direction, just because. And while we're flying, I'm going to take a moment away from the computer and stretch, and I will be right back. Alright, I am back. There we go. Alright. So we're going to go down to that azurite quest first, and then we don't have a flight point out near. Oh wait, no we do. I always forget about that one. Alright, cool. So we're set. We can whistle back to that one. Let's go this way. As you can see, there's that little narrow crack there. There's also a monolite deposit. And there's a Acunda's bite up there. Not super high value, but not terribly useless either. I did get this two-handed hammer, which I rather like. I think I may make my Ret Paladin style this. And I may, instead of getting rid of all these items, I may use these extra ones as Ret. Yeah, we're gonna get over here. Alright, so this one's just azurite mining.
I can sense azurite nearby.
Let's go ahead and get this.
And those who would seek to
first.
abuse it for their own ends. You've got to stop him!
I'll stop him, alright, Magni. We're just gonna zip through here and zip through here and... Oh, it's gonna be this shenanigans. Alright, what's going on with the alert sounds here? So General Krethex is going to be annoying. They cannot bonk me anywhere. And of course they're going to... What is the alert going off here? I'm just gonna do that so that I get the extra. Alright, so let's drop some of these up here. These are probably not gonna respawn super soon. And you know, I don't feel particularly pressed to actually go fight anything if he's doing that. So I am just gonna snag these while he's doing that. Call it good. I'll join in here a little bit. We're not in combat.
The heart of
And that
Azeroth
gives
is
us our...
stronger
Oh,
now,
we're
thanks to you.
for some reason
One
in
step
combat.
closer to
Why? I
curing
don't know.
Azeroth of her wounds.
Let's go ahead and whistle. We'll head to that little outpost there. So, want to edit this. Okay, retribution. It's get rid of that. Multi-target. Set strategy. Let's take a look at a thing real quick. My class is Paladin. Sure, why not? Who cares? Built-in talents. Let's just make sure we got these set right. Alright, so single target is Zeal. Righteous Verdict is... Oh, when playing with Righteous Verdict. Okay, these for 8 hits through. Zeal is probably the best choice for dungeons and AoE in general, while facing 2 or more. Okay. Frequently dropping Righteous Verdict buff in a raid encounter for Zeal instead of... Interesting. Okay, so we will go... Zeal, okay. Hammer of Wrath, recommended choice. Damage is shifted towards burst and execute, which is generally preferred. Excels carries the boss takes damage on the hook. Build holy power casting Hammer of Wrath. It's okay. If you play with the Crusade, it's recommended to pick Hammer of Wrath for all situations. Blaze of Wrath and Fires of Justice are according to choices in the tree damage gained during as well as outside of Avenging Wrath. You have to simulate which does more for you. Alright, so Hammer of Wrath is probably okay, I see. Fires of Justice does 15% chance to make your next build consume one less holy power. That's really good. Play Justice more often, increases damage. Oh, okay, I see. So if you want Avenging Wrath to be more bursty or higher overall, Hammer of Wrath. Okay. Okay, it makes it super that makes it really super bursty. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go Hammer of Wrath. And tier 3. That gives me more stuns. I think we're gonna go with the Fist of Justice. Tier 5. Wake of Ashes, currently recommended choice. It does a bunch AoE damage on a shorter cooldown and more consistent damage over multiple. Does not apply if they move away from your concentrated zone. Yeah, so Wake of Ashes, I think. Considering I haven't used that, I'll go for that. Unbreakable Spirit. You know, that's good. Okay, eye for an eye, physical damage, heavy encounters. You really need extra mobility, go for that. Oh, okay, I see, yeah. So, yeah, I think Unbreakable Spirit. Okay. What is it? Unbreakable Spirit, yep. Okay. Soul's Healer or Word of Glory. Friendly target and the 2 most. Sure does AoE. This is increases the healing done by 10. So Selfless Healer. It's decent. Word of Glory. For dungeons we recommend Word of Glory. So it heals me and other people. Whereas this is just I would have to target other people to do it. So let's go ahead and keep Word of Glory. And then for the last one, promise I'm almost done here doing something that doesn't pertain to this at all. Cooldown dependent burst heavy choice. Requires maintenance, future secret target by purpose. So we're going to go with divine purpose. Okay. Alright, so okay, so Shoal Breach Helm, that's a separate one. Lockjaw shoulder plate. Okay. Parrot feather cloak. Same one, I guess. Because I'm going to have to reforge those to sell Lockjaw. Arterial protection, that's the one I have equipped. Okay, I'm going to have to, oh, so I'm going to need a second chest piece. Got it, second chest piece. Splinter bone van braces, which is what I currently have. Honor bone centurion gauntlets, which is this one. Oh wait, no, it's 375. That's that one. Okay. Great belt of resonance blaze guard. That's that one. Centurion's leg plates. Boop. Death guards. Sabatons. Vandalary band. Golden Emperor Signet. Golden Ball figurine. Alright, so all those are the same. I'll have to respec those two, and we'll keep them. So we're going to bury those. We're going to bury those down here. Because we want to keep them. Alright, so all these can go away. Reoptimize here. Alright, so yeah. Avengers might. Okay, so yeah. So. Okay. So. Let's fly down to. What's it called? Gold Tusk Inn.
Got anything for
I
me?
want to get my ret stuff set up.
Be quick. Be clever.
I think that's interesting that does a different thing. It's interesting also that isn't used. Those that make sense, that it makes sense. These obviously, because this doesn't have a great one there. And it could literally tell me to use those, but no, it wants lockjaw shoulder plate. Alright, so let's also take a look at our Azurite traits and see what it wants for that. So Treacherous Covenant and so on and so forth. Soul's Blood Cask. Yeah. So I probably want another one of those. Alright, so I'm probably going to need to do more to get those, but that'll be okay. So I'm also going to want to do more Broken Isles. No. I'll want to do more that actually gives some other things. Alright, so let's go do, is it Wings and Stingers? Because it tells me to reoptimize for Light's Decree and whatnot.
I once heard of a tasty snack.
Which has got the Shoal Breach helm.
Get me some buzzard
for
wings
some
and
reason.
scorpion stingers. I
I want to try a new variation
I
on it.
don't know.
Something with a little kick.
I can't attack that target.
I'm just gonna ping that one so I can get it. I probably should have looted those ones. We're getting towards 3 hours here, which is not great. Okay, this guy's dragging a whole bunch together. I'm gonna tag along and see what he do. Or is he just running away? Oh, he's just running away. Oh, you jerk.
It's too far.
Okay. Okay. I thought he was gathering them all up. Doesn't make him a jerk, really, but just annoys the crap out of me. Alright. Need more buzzard wings. I've got all the scorpion stingers I need. I'm probably still going to end up attracting some buzzards. And then we'll do that. And then we'll do this and just kind of... I got a marksman.
These will not be for the faint of heart or weak of belly.
Okay, so now we are going to... We don't care about that. We do want to do these two. We have got the Flightmaster's Whistle. We could ride back down there, but honestly... Yeah. I'll grab these just in case. The dune crawlers. Stuff, yeah. So, outer ring, treacherous covenant, and so on. Light's decree is down there pretty far, which is why it would be good to get. That's why it would be good to actually get some more pieces of equipment. Like
No
Light's
one
Degree
deserves
is
this fate.
below Resin's Fury, but not by much.
Besides,
So what I really want is Treacherous Covenant. So middle ring, overwhelming power. Yeah, pretty clearly. AoE cleave. See, that was single target. Okay, so AoE and cleave. Empyrean power, Light's Decree. Oh, Light's Decree is okay. Got it. Empyrean power is just on another thing. Treacherous Covenant is next. Got it. Okay.
Before a young Tortolan can
Oh,
inscribe
it's
their first
this.
scroll, they need to practice their basic shapes. Can you show these little ones?
So this is an infuriating one because you go to all these places and I got it on the first try. I have seen it be that curve right there. I've seen that and had it disqualify me for it. So I don't exactly yeah, I'm not exactly putting the most confidence in that. Alright, so let's put all these up here. We do need to get rid of those items so that it doesn't try to consider them in the future. Although it shouldn't. This Warlord Zothix. He's this guy sitting up over
some of our allies were attacked nearby.
here, and we're going to pull this guy just because.
Be a lesson to the others.
The devil must fall.
He's not much. He's not going to accomplish much.
You stop the enemy.
Alright, so let's go ahead and double check our... Okay, protection obviously same. Now it's saying bone fetished shoulder pads instead of... I'm not understanding that. Okay, so we go reoptimize here. Yep, it is. So I do have an extra set of the shoulder pads. What's that? Relentless Inquisitor and Light's Decree. Imperium Power is also there. That gives me all 4 of those. Light's Decree. Relentless Inquisitor is way down there. Oh, bother. Okay, well, let's just kill you again. I'm moving that one. So here it would be Light's Decree, Avengers Might, oh wow, Avengers Might's way down there. Thunder's Blast, also way down there. Yeah, so let's just go inspect this one for... Gut Ripper, Gem Hide. Okay, so it still doesn't want that one. Let's take this one instead of this. So this one we have Avengers Might, Light's Decree, Avengers Might's way down there, that's why. Okay, so it's gonna go like that. Alright. Now we're gonna go up to, oh, we could turn that in, but we also want to get this one right here, Cycle of Life. So we are going to, yeah, it's 365. That's not going to compete. So we're going to go here and we're going to remove that off of that. We got one more and then we'll turn in and then we'll get a weapon, I believe. This is a, yeah, weapons cache. So it should, in theory, it should be a level 380 weapon, which would be an increase, supposedly. Assuming it has a socket, it will be a definite increase. If it has mastery as opposed to versatility, it will also be a definite increase, regardless of lacking the. If it lacks a socket and has mastery, it'll be great. We could do that. That is an extra 100 with the faction there. we are going to hit Revered anyway, and we're not in a super big hurry to hit Exalted, so this is going to be Revered for Valdonai. The next Honor Bound is going to boost us for that. Talangi's is not that far off. Tortolan Seekers is a ways. And there's only the one quest for Talangi, so it's got 22 hours left. I'll be able to easily hit that the next time out. Alright, so gather the herb right here. And we're not going to do that one because it's going to be more or less done as we hand this in anyway. And we really need to
These tiny crabs need help. I hate to see any living thing suffer. Would you be willing to lend a hand?
yeah.
It's so nice to see.
Alright. He's moving along and is going to
The cycle of life can be cruel. Another turtle made it to the water. Another turtle made it to the water.
wow, this is just as annoying as one.
Another turtle made it to the water. Another turtle made it to the water. Another turtle made it to the water.
Ah, you jerk. That was my mistake, though.
Have you come to speak?
These guys are really booking it, too. And I only needed one more. That's what gets me. Alright, and this is going to be our last one. Hey there, turtle. Mine. That... what?
The cycle of life can be
Okay, I
cruel.
was wondering there. Alright, so our Tortolan Seekers is actually getting up there. We might actually hit Revered with them on the next cycle. Because that'll be 1,500. Which will take us to 95. Oh no, we're still ways off. Never mind. It'll take a couple more seconds for them. But we're not exactly that far away either. Alright, so we're going to go turn in the quest, get the weapon, and if it's two-hander, I won't be that upset. I'll be pretty annoyed because I really don't need a, like, Ret isn't my primary spec, but I am trying to get a little bit back more into Ret just so that I can, you know, do that. It's Warlords of Draenor time walking this week. I'm not super excited about tanking those instances because some of them are a pain in the butt. And with the level scaling, sometimes you do end up with people who don't really have the gear to steamroll it. And that's not a problem. It's just a minor irritation. And one that I don't generally feel like dealing with. We are coming up on 3 hours. I think what I may do is divide these into 45-minute-ish segments for YouTube. Probably be
What did you bring me?
a couple longer ones and then a shorter one at the end. Alright, Glowing Azurite
Take
Power. We
care of
got a
yourself. No one else
machete.
will.
It is a 380. It is mastery and... aha! I see. There we go. It's a decent look. I kind of like our current look more, so I'm probably going to transmog that back. But it does have that I need masterful navigation to put on it. So we'll go back to Zuldazar and set that up. I also could buy the mastery enchants for the rings. I think I'm gonna do.
Something has spooked one of the Brutusos, sending it into a panic. Oh, this chaos is the last thing the city
Yeah.
needs. Help
Red
the
also
merchants
wants
by
mastery,
rescuing
so
the cargo before you get stuck.
let's go ahead and go to. Let's go ahead and go to the. No, I can leave those ones for the time being. I can go to the. I can go get the enchant for the weapon, and I'll take the 37 mastery. No, 37 is the top tier, and that's expensive, I think. I'll take the second from top tier. In other words, the lower tier of the enchant, because it's only 27. It's 20 less mastery overall, which is a bit, but all right. Finger enchant. What? So it's finger. There we go. Pact of critical strike. Okay, so it's pact of mastery. All right, pact of mastery is 1,900 gold. It's almost 2,000 gold right now on that one. Then I don't really feel like. See, the binding of mastery is 500. That's only 5. What? Seal of mastery is 118, and that's 5 gold. So here's the funny thing, right? And this makes no sense. The binding of mastery is only 9 mastery, and it's 500 gold. And look, if it gave a visual effect, I could understand it costing the extra 100 times more. But the seal of mastery is only 6 gold. So why you would choose the why you would choose the it's so weird. Yeah, because word of mastery is more than it's just so weird. Breath of mastery is even worse. Okay, so what is it? Is it? Can't remember. Is it binding of mastery? Seal of mastery? Yeah, seal of mastery. Seal of mastery. And that's 6 gold. We're gonna buy a few of these. See this? 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll buy 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this one is the Masterful Title Amethyst. We already have 10 of those. We have the Masterful Navigation. That is, yeah, the navigation one. Okay, so 400 seems to be the lowest for that. Wow, some people are charging 10 times that. Wow, 100 times that. What in the... well, not in the actual hell, but really? Okay. Seal of Mastery. Weird. Okay. Masterful Navigation. Yep, 400. It's Okay, fine. Buy 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll buy 5. That's 2,000 gold,
Can I interest you in a payment?
which may upset some of you, and that I understand. We are also going to, before we do this, we are going to
I got what you need.
appraise and sell all these. So, and this is just the quick and dirty way to do this. It's probably not the most advised. Oh, we need to buy more goblin gliders as well. It's probably not the most advised thing to do. There are much better ways of doing this. There are much more profitable ways of doing this. I'm just unloading my bags and making a little bit of gold in the process. So I'll refresh. You know what? No, and that's 32 scans remaining. I will do that off stream because honestly, okay, so we want so I do take all, it'll go from the bottom. I don't want to do that. I do like that the stat is, yeah, okay. I do like that the stat that I need is essentially, let's see, sealed ring of masterful navigation. Let's see. Let's get that. Get rid of that. Let's also enchant the Sulfurous Executioner. Okay. Now, the Goblin Gliders.
Cha-ching!
Alright. There we go. Okay, let's buy 20 more. Once we have flying, we won't need to do it. Which is really good. Alright. So we also want to enchant my rings. Okay. Now we're going to, we can't do that, so we're just gonna use the, what's it called? Time walking dungeons are definitely going to be a tomorrow or a Friday thing. Probably a Friday thing, although that might also be a Rust daily. The reason for that being tomorrow I kind of want to switch it up so I don't burn out on any one game. Also do want to check on Rust and make sure that, you know, my stuff isn't all gone. So yeah. Alright. Well, I have a little bit of bag cleanup to do. I'll do that off stream. But as always, I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you have a wonderful night's sleep. And if you're tuning in for a while, join me again on Friday. If you're tuning in for Rust, it'll be tomorrow night. And I'll see you all later.